Hi, this is James Kendrick from jkOnTheRun.com. I'm off camera right now because I don't matter. What I'm going to show you today is my new iPod Touch. Latest iPod from Apple, of course. I have to admit that when the iPhone first was released and I saw all of the features and everything that it had on it, the first thing that came to my mind was, I like everything, all the features on the iPhone except the phone. I don't need another phone. So Apple was very kind to release the iPod Touch, and it basically is an iPhone without the phone. And so I picked one up a few days ago, and I've got to tell you, it is pretty sweet. So I wanted to just kind of show you why I like the iPod Touch so much. It's a beautiful black screen. Look how thin it is. I mean, it fits well in the hand. It's just a really sweet piece of engineering, innovation, and gadgetry. And here at Mobile Tech Manor, can't have enough gadgets, and this one is no exception. So let's turn this baby on and unlock it just like the iPhone. And here we are at the home screen, which is where everything is. And what makes using the iPod Touch so enjoyable is that everything is done so easily and it's fun because of the multi-touch screen. So just a real quick walk down. We have got, of course, it's an iPod. We've got music that we can play. And of course, we tilt it and we get the innovative cover flow interface that was debuted with the iPhone and the iPod Touch, and it's pretty cool. Auto rotate, and let's go. That's the iPod music stuff. Of course, we've got videos. Let's see, we've got a Finger 11 music video that we fire up, and you will see how great that screen is for video. Of course, nothing new. Apple's been doing great video on the iPods for quite some time. So we'll get right back out to we're done there. And let's go back to the home screen. Music, videos, of course, photos. It does photos very nicely. I can even share with you some, see how the finger scroll works everywhere. It's just so well implemented. Let me just show you this little picture. That's my little grandson, Grady. Kind of hard to see with the glare, but that's Grady. So I love having my photos, family photos I can take with me right there on the front screen. Now, of course, the iPod Touch has Wi-Fi, and you can go to the iTunes Store and see what's their featured offerings, and you can spin through it. It's a lot of fun. I've purchased some music here. It's really great. You purchase it with one click, it downloads it, and it's instantly there, and then it syncs up to my MacBook Pro the next time I hook it up. So the iTunes Store. Now, other little stuff that's in here. We've got, of course, a world clock. Also, we've got calendar and contacts, which I'm not actually using because I don't use the address book nor iCal on my MacBook, and so that would sync with this if it was if I use that. We got a nice little calculator, which works really fast. One of the things that you probably notice is how fast and fluid the interface and interacting with it is, and it makes it very nice. Of course, we've got Wi-Fi, and so like the iPhone, we've got YouTube. Let's see what we got. I've done a search for JK on the Run on YouTube, and let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that. That guy looks familiar. See if I can get it where you can see it. So we got nice YouTube videos, instant. You see how fast and fluid everything is on this guy. It's just really, really nice. And it's a joy. Everything works fast like you expect. Now, okay, so it's an iPod. I already had an iPod, an 80 gig iPod, the previous generation, and let's face it, that's a great music player too. Here is what really attracts me to the iPod Touch. Because of the Wi-Fi, we've got the Safari browser. Now this browser is, without question, the best mobile browser I have ever seen. Now I'm going to try to do this where you can kind of see it like I'm using it, but you know, you've got the touch scroll. You see how it's made. This is jkOnTheRun. It's squeezed everything in on the screen so it'll fit, so you can see where you are. But the interface is so nice and fluid. Double tap on a column and it instantly zooms in on the column. It's nice and legible. And of course you can continue interacting with it that way. It's just really nice. Of course you've got the shrinking and zooming with the multi-touch with the fingers. That's very useful on some websites. You can always get to the information you want very quickly. And speaking of very quickly, the other thing that I really like about this browser is how fast it is. It is basically as fast as my desktop browser, and I've not seen a single mobile browser like that anywhere. And I've used them all, Opera, Mobile Internet Explorer. They just are not as fast as this. See, this is the New York Times, which is a very big, busy website. And then if we want to go into one column, just tap on it. Actually, I think I tapped a link. Well, that's okay. I'll tell you what I wanted to. No, I didn't. That was right. I got ahead of myself. Let's go to the Houston Chronicle, my local newspaper. I blog for them. It's I like the Chronicle. It's a nice, busy website too, to show you how well this works. I mean, it's coming in. You've got your progress bar up there like any browser, which when the website is loaded, that'll get out of our way. That's really cool, the way it always gets out of your way so that you can browse. So here we are. We got the whole thing going. Just see how great it is. Now let's see if we can zoom in there to a column. And those are all links. So if we click a link with our fingertip, just like any other browser with a mouse, for example, or a pen if you're on a tablet, and we're zooming in. And here we go. And this is nice and fast. The Houston Chronicle, the one only complaint I have about the Chronicle's website is it's slow. It's slow on my MacBook. It's slow on my tablet. I think they just have too much going on. But you see how easy this is to interact with. Zoom in on pictures. Zoom back out to the full size. So this is just great. Now, one thing that I like to do, I've discovered, I complained about the Google Reader, which is my RSS feed reader on the iPod. But the more I use it, the more I like it. I can actually process more feeds. This is a river of news of my feeds. You see how I can spin through this, and when I see one of interest, let's see if I can find one here. When I see one of interest, here we go. Cocktail 4.0 for Leopard Edition is now available. And I can add a star to it to tag it for later referral, or I can click on See Original, and I'm instantly transported to the original item on the original website, which in this case is Mac Minute. Excellent browser. Safari is the best browser, bar none, just like I said. So basically, this is the iPod Touch. Internet browser extraordinaire. It is, in my opinion, what the Nokia N800, N810 internet tablet wants to be when it grows up. This browser is awesome. And I can't state strongly enough how much fun it is to use this device. It's productive, but it's fun. And that's the one thing that Apple has gotten right with it. So this has been James Kendrick with jkOnTheRun.com with a nice little look at the iPod Touch. We'll be back really, really soon. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Bye now.